Hi, I'm Ethan Phoenix, and if you want to know how I got this look done today, and want to know my thoughts on the two queens in one desert collection, then keep on watching. In this collection, we have the Mad Maxine Suit Yourself palette. So this is the cover art, and then the inside photo, and this is the inside of the palette. Isn't it so pretty? And then we have the face palette. Kimchi is on the front, and Naomi is on the back. The name of the palette is Sunkissed in June. So on the inside we have two blushes, and then a deeper highlight, and then a fairer highlight. The last part of the collection is these two liquid eyeshadows. So we have the pink one here called Pink Shower, and then we have the bronze one called Top. Honestly, I was only gonna pick up the eyeshadow palette, but the whole bundle together wasn't that expensive. Like, everything here was pretty cheap too, and I've noticed that about drag queen brands like this one and then Trixie Cosmetics. I think the pricing is really fair. I really want to try Trixie Cosmetics too. But yeah, so I just picked it all up and I'm really happy that I did. To start off, I'm going to use a pencil brush and go into the color I'm Not Yoking Bitch. Such a funny name. I'm going to be stamping this in the inner corner in the crease.
Pause. Okay, I realized after filming the video, you cannot see my eyeshadow application at all because of how bright this light is. So to compensate for that, I would like to let you know right off the bat that the eyeshadow palette is amazing. No kick up in the pan, no fallout really. I did have some fallout with the black, but that could have just been because I was stamping it for liner. But yeah, if you want to skip the eyeshadow portion, I'll put the timestamp for the face palette here. And I'm sorry for that again, and let's continue. I was super impressed with this yellow eyeshadow because how it looks in the pan and how it looks on the eye was exactly the same. With the first stamp of my eyeshadow brush, the pigment was there, the color was there, amazing.
Now I'm going to blend that color with Highland Avenue, just on the top because we're going to cut under. I don't know why, but this orange color, this like neutral color is really pretty. And I do not love neutral colors. Like, I think neutral colors are so boring.
I'm curious to know, do you guys watch Drag Race? Do you guys have a favorite drag queen? My favorite drag queen is Plastique Tiara. Like, have you seen her TikToks? It's so unfair that she's hot in both genders and I can't even be hot in one. Like what?
With the pencil brush again, I'm gonna go back in with the yellow and just intensify it again.
If you don't follow Kimchi or Naomi Smalls on Instagram, please do yourself a favor and do so. Especially if you're into makeup, like the looks they turn out, you will not be disappointed.
And then back in with the other color.
Naomi's style is more glam and then Kimchi's style is more colorful. Something cool about Kimchi is that she consciously never does the same look twice.
I don't know if you can see, but so far the blend, really pretty. Now I'm gonna go in with the color Mojane on that same pencil brush and go in the center third of the crease.
I knew I would like this eyeshadow palette because of the colors, but the way it was performing was so good, I was shook.
I forgot to mention why I'm using a white base. So if you want a really colorful eyeshadow look, you can use a skin tone base. But in my experience, when you blend the colors, it kind of blends into your skin tone. So it's not as vibrant as it is on a white base. A way a makeup artist explained it once is like, if you have a crayon and you draw on color paper, it's not as bright as when you draw on white paper. I think Norvina from Anastasia Beverly Hills said that. Pretty sure that was her.
Expanding on that, I think skin tone bases are good for neutral looks, because you don't necessarily need that color to pop, and then it'll look more natural in a way too.
I'm gonna take the yellow on a blending brush and blend the green with the yellow. Now I'm gonna go in the color Dwarf Desert Peony. And I'm gonna blend the green into the brow with this color.
Something I love about this eyeshadow palette is it just makes sense. Like, you have a vibrant color and then you have a lighter version of it for a transition color. It's really well thought out.
Now I'm gonna go in with the green again and intensify the crease again. feel like I'm not talking a lot. I don't know how people like do their makeup and talk at the same time. Like that is a lot.
You're just untalented.
The light green again and blending. Now I'm gonna go in with the color 6 p.m. Sky. I'm gonna put this in the rest of the crease, but basically when it gets to like here in the crease, I'm gonna flick it towards the brow instead of down into the crease. You'll see what I mean. I can't explain things. So every navy blue that I've ever used, when you put it on, it's always a little less vibrant than it is in the pan, and it kind of turns a little gray. This one's basically doing that too. Or not gray. Hold on. I think this one can be built up. We'll see. But it's not as bad as other blues I've used before. At the same time though, it's not blending out to a gray, it's blending into like a light blue. That could just because of the white base, but other ones I've used before blend into like a gray.
What I meant to say earlier is every royal blue basically turns into a navy blue on the eye.
I like this blue. It's still not a bright navy blue, but it's pretty. I'm gonna keep trying to build it up low and see. Still not as bright as in the pan. It's a bright blue though.
My conclusion for the blue eyeshadow is it's still not as bright as I would hope for it to be, but it is one of the better royal blues I have used.
On a flat brush, I'm going in with the color I'm Not Yoki Bitch again, and I'm gonna place this under the brow.
If you don't watch Drag Race, here's my pitch to you. If you like makeup, dancing, and comedy, Drag Race is perfect for you. It can be a pretty uplifting show as well because a lot of the contestants talk about their experiences with homophobia and how they've overcome it to live their true authentic selves. And yeah, it's just really good watch.
I'm going back in with the color Mojane and placing it where it has been again. I know you're like, why are you doing this? When you do it this way, it makes the shadows as vibrant as they can possibly be, because as you're blending, you kind of lose some vibrancy. And then blending that with the blending brush again. Now I'm gonna go in with the color Oasis on a blending brush and blend out the rest of the blue.
Here's another way the palette's just making sense again. So we had that royal blue, and then we have that light blue as well. So you can blend it out with that color.
Honestly, this blue is not blending the easiest. So I'm gonna take a pencil brush with that same light blue and then blend.
I know you can't see it, so with the blending brush, the blue was still a harsh line, but with the smudging brush, it blended perfectly.
And that blended it a lot better. Yeah, this blended really easy. With the pencil brush, I'm going back in with the dark blue color and intensifying it once again. The blue is actually really pretty now that it's blended and then layered. I take it back.
It is better than I initially thought, but looking at the color in the pan and then even in pictures of this look, it still isn't that bright.
This is where we're at. I'm gonna cut the crease and I'll be right back. That took way longer than I needed to, but here we are. It's good. So now, I'm gonna go in with the color Suit Yourself with a liner brush. This is an eyebrow brush, or it's like an eyebrow liner brush. And we're gonna stamp that as our liner.
Watching Drag Race for me also made me understand why there's so much hype around championships. Like the Super Bowl and stuff. I was like, yeah, there's the halftime show, but I don't care about anything else. But after watching Drag Race, I'm like, oh, I get the hype and excitement now.
As you can see, that went on very, very nicely. Wow, that's a good black. Now I'm gonna go in with the color Pink Shower with a flat brush and just put that where the white is.
One of my favorite liquid eyeshadows is the Stila liquid one in Diamond Dust, just because of how sparkly it is, and these ones give that a run for its money.
And there is the glitter eyeshadow. I'm gonna fix the liner off camera and I will be right back. For the lower lash line, I'm gonna go in with the color Beaver Trail.
Something I want to mention about the liquid eyeshadow is it was pretty hard to take off. I was using an oil cleanser and it was still pretty grainy on the eyes, so if you have sensitive eyes, that's something I think you should keep in mind.
With the color Redlands, I'm gonna blend under the eye but not the wing. Can you see the dog running around? Yo, so I'm gonna review the face palette in here because overhead lighting is really good for me to do highlight and blush because I can see where my cheekbones are with the light above, and then it's just better. But anyways, this is the Sunkissed in June palette. So we have Kimchi on the front and Naomi on the back. So yeah, let's get into it. So I'm gonna take the darker highlighter right now called Afternoon Glisten and just apply this to the cheekbones.
A tip for pigmented highlighters is to do a little at a time because it'll be easier to build it up rather than putting all the pigment down at once and trying to blend it.
Can you see that? It's beaming.
The formulation of the highlighter reminds me more of an eyeshadow because of how pigmented it is, and in the pan it feels creamy to the touch. So that could be why it's as pigmented as it is.
Okay, I don't really love glitter highlighters or highlighters with glitter in them, but this one is really pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna take that same color, place it on my Achilles bow, place some on the chin, and then yeah, some on the forehead as well. Pretty. So now I'm gonna go in the lighter color called Highest Point and just top the cheekbones with that.
The lighter your highlighter is, the more it will pop on your skin tone. But if you're facing forward and you can see your highlighter without the light hitting it, that means that that particular highlighter is too light for your skin tone.
Look at that. Look at her. Oh my gosh. Okay, and then I'm gonna put that color on the nose. This looks so pretty. And in between the eye. This is so good.
I always go in with a little setting spray so I can do a second layer of highlighter.
Okay, so now I'm just gonna dip into that lighter one again. The highlighter is covering the purple wing. And that's crazy, so I'll have to go in with it again. So that's the highlighter. Now let's do some blush. So I'm gonna take the deeper one first, called June, and I'm gonna put that right at the end of my cheekbone. Pretty. This is a lot warmer than it appears in the pan. It's a very rosy color. It's really pretty actually. I don't have any blushes really this color. Pretty, right? Okay, now I'm gonna go in with Sunkissed. Wait, this one's Sunkissed? If it was me, I would have switched the names. That one would have been, I would have flipped the pans because this is the Sunkissed in June palette. Whatever, okay, so anyways, with that color, I'm gonna place it, so this was in the center, I'm gonna offset it and then put it higher as well. Ooh, this one's pigmented. I was not expecting that because the other one was not this pigmented. It's pretty. Ooh. Okay, Sunkissed in June is a really good name for this palette because it really does warm you up a lot. Okay, and then I also like to put some on my chin, nose, and forehead. So I'm gonna mix the two. Oh, I love this blush. I did not like it this much yesterday, but that wasn't that lighting. This is why this lighting. It's the lighting should go in. I look really good right now. Okay, I'm gonna do some final touches and I'll be right back to show you guys the finished look. Everything I tried today was really good. Let's start with the eyeshadow palette. So obviously, super pretty colors, and I think they all performed really well. Oh, by the way, I have Campfire Kindling, Canteen, and then Cactus all on the inner corner, under the eye, and then the yellow also under the brow bone. So this is after using it 2 times. Like, there's like no kick up in the pan. And with my pencil brush, I was like digging into these shadows. I didn't experience any fallout on the eye as well, except with the color Suit Yourself, the black, but that could have just been because I was stamping it for the liner. The face palette. So, looking at it, I don't love the colors, but when I put it on the face, it was so pretty. These blushes really just warm up the face. Sunkissed in June is a perfect name for it. The highlighter is crazy. I don't know if you can see, but it's covering the purple because they're just that pigmented. So I was really shocked that I love this a lot. The liquid eyeshadow, really good. Yeah, I don't know what else to say, it performed. For more precision, I was putting it on a flat brush, but if you want more opacity, I think using the applicator in this works a lot better. So I was using this first and then going over with the applicator in this. Yeah, really good. I didn't get a chance to use the other one, but I am really excited to try it. And I'm excited to pick up some more liquid eyeshadows from Kimchi Beauty. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the collection. The 2 standout products for me were the eyeshadow palette and the face palette. Honestly, if you think you would use these colors every day, I think go for the face palette. But I think the eyeshadow palette is really pretty too. Really versatile as well, really colorful, but you also have your nudes. The only thing I would say is missing is like a highlight color for like the brow bone or something like that. But other than that, I think it's super versatile. You can create so many looks with it. These are pretty cool tone too, and then these are warm, and then all the colorful shades, of course. So really pretty. I really enjoyed everything I used today, and I think the look turned out really pretty. What do you guys think? If you guys were wanting to support this collection just because it's Kimchi and Naomi smells, I don't think it would be bad too, because I think the products were really good and they really delivered on the quality as well. So that's all I have for you guys. Once again, I'm Ethan Phoenix. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye guys!